Hey everybody, how's it going there? Brad S3111 here to talk to you today about the high performance heads and just the differences. I know you see a lot of numbers right here and you're probably wondering what's this and what's that and so on and so forth. I'm kind of going to break that down. Nobody's really talked about the differences between a high performance head and a stock head, and everybody just says, oh, you get more compression out of it. Well, why is that? How do you get more compression out of it? If you're getting more compression, your head would actually run a little bit hotter along with your engine. So I'm going to be talking about that stuff, and that's where we have water here and some other interesting things. So first off, this is just an overall stock head. You've probably seen one before on a Kawasaki js550. This particular model is off of a 1986 js550. You can kind of see the domes there also. And then this one over here is a Mariner head. Mariner is a really nice little head there also, and we'll be talking about these numbers just in a moment. You kind of see the difference there right off the bat. You'll notice that the domes are shaped a little bit different. I didn't actually measure the domes. I need to, but I just didn't have a way of measuring them properly and get the numbers that I'm looking for to kind of show a difference. The first thing you'll notice with the Mariner head, which is this one, versus the stock head, which is this one, is that the edge right here on the stock head has a higher lip. On the Mariner head, they will shave that lip down a little bit more, and I believe it's like 3/100ths of an inch. They shave it down, and that also increases your compression. Another huge difference is you notice that the dome on the head is much smaller and much more compact as compared to the OEM head. And you can look at these and you can actually see a pretty good, huge difference. You'll just notice that it's tighter, it's smaller, and a much smaller dome volume. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's call that the DV, dome volume. So on that dome volume, you just notice a really huge difference. On the outside of this head, you notice it's bright, pretty blue. I think these normally come stock, like bright red, whatever. You'll also notice they have these little channelings on top. This would be nice if you had air actually flowing over to help keep it cooler, but you don't, whatever, so it's just there aesthetically. Something else you'll notice about a high compression head is that you'll have some different stuff. Like right here, you'll see these little nuts, or sorry, little screws. You can hook it up for dual cooling if you like to, but personally, I like this single cooling. I've kind of realized this because I like to do some tricks and stuff with my jet ski, and if I get it to this is the front of the motor and this is the back, if the water is running down right here up through the exhaust, I guess you call it the exhaust manifold, the header of the manifold, and then it goes from the header of the manifold, which it cools first because that's the hottest part on the engine, to the cylinder, which is right here, and then up to the head. If you get this thing upright like this as you're doing some kind of trick like a pump stand, well, the water's going to want to come down from right here, what do you call it, the ease of flow through water from like right here up to here, and it'll probably come out more through right here than what it will up here. So it kind of came to me, you know what, I don't want the top cylinder cooling less than the bottom one. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stick this one right here. I'll just keep it. It's easy. I don't have to modify it. Who cares? So that's there for you. And as you know, on the stock one, there's only one way you can. Just keep it just like it is. You can't modify it really another way. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it takes some machining. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to flip this back over to look at the domes. Yeah, check that out. So another really cool thing I want to go ahead and talk about, which is why we have these water glasses here, is the actual the head space, and that's the space between the dome and the head itself. How much water can it hold inside these little water jackets in here? How much water is that? And that was kind of important to me too. If you're increasing your compression, wouldn't you want to increase your cooling capabilities? You know, it's just like putting a larger radiator on your car. So we have here some numbers for you guys. And here's one glass of water, and here's another glass of water. And it just kind of shows the amount, the volume that each head can hold. And we're going to pop this out right here. So as you see on the Mariner, it can hold 360 milliliters. That's this one, the high performance one. So we can actually hold 138% more, basically 38% more water than what the stock one can. The stock one you'd consider as 100%, this would be 138, so 38% more water. Huge difference, and that's what you're seeing right here is a 38%, just right here alone. While this one over here can only hold 260 milliliters. Now I know a lot of guys on the forums and stuff are saying, oh, just take your stock head and shave it down and you will increase your compression if you just shave down that head and you get rid of this little lip right here. Well, you know, to ship a head off, you're generally going to spend at least $80 just to have somebody mill it down, and then you have to pay for shipping. You're probably looking at $10 each way, so you're looking at $100 just to shave down your stock head. That's not something that I want to do. And I got on eBay and I bought this one, the aftermarket one, a Mariner head, for $60 with free shipping. And I was like, that's easy and it looks cooler, so why not just do that and stick with that? And you know, I haven't actually put on the head on the ski yet. I have no doubt that will increase the compression unbelievably. So, but I just haven't done it yet. You know, that's why I actually have this one off, because today I just tore down the ski and gonna be sending off the cylinder and having it bored out. And I got some new pistons, Wiseco's of course. Yeah, piston kit, Wiseco piston kit. As you can see, it is a single ring, and I was kind of hoping for the double ring, but nobody can really solve to us whether or not can you use a double ring piston in a 1989 or newer jet ski without the high performance reeds. Wiseco also had the copper gasket along with all the copper gaskets. Got all this off for $195 with free shipping from all the pistons and everything that you need to rebuild your engine for only $195. I was like, that's a great price. Why not do it? So I did it, and then but just to let you know, boring out a motor costs quite a bit more. You'll be surprised. You're really going to have to shop around and find somebody who can do it cheap. I got lucky. I found a guy who's going to do it for $60 to bore out my engine and hone it. So, great price. Couldn't pass it up. Yeah. But anyways, that being said, I just want to kind of explain that, the high compression heads versus the stock head. I really recommend just spending, you know, between $40 and not over $100 on a high compression head. If you spend $70, that's a good price. If you spend 40, hell yeah. And I think 60 is about the average, which you should spend for one of these. They're probably like 250 back in the day, back in the 90s. But something to talk about. Also, something to talk about really quick. Will a 440 head, high compression head, work on a 550? No. Will a high compression 550 head, or even a standard stock 550 head, work on a 450? I've heard yes, it can. Will it? I don't know, but I've heard yes. Hopefully this information has been kind of good to you guys, and I'll fix this again. And you saw some really good stuff, and you're interested, and yada yada yada, and it kind of opened up your eyes, and so on and so forth. If you do have any kind of questions, you know, ask away. You know, it was just something to really kind of compare there. I really recommend looking at the domes. That's going to be the huge difference, again, as far as the compression, which you're going to be getting from your motor. That's the most important part, and that's why you need to go with a high compression head over a stock one. Can you increase your compression on an older motor without rebuilding it? You can, but you also want to be really safe about it too, because you will end up damaging that engine quicker than hell. They're just not ready for it. So when you do increase the compression on the engine, I highly recommend just spending the money. It's going to suck. Spend the money, rebuild your motor, bore it out 0.5 millimeter, and go from there, and your compression will go through the roof. I'm hoping my compression will hit 180. Right now it's at 136. It sucks. It runs like a piece of crap. 132, 136. I mean, it runs, but it's a pain in the butt to start it up. And you know, I've got aftermarket exhaust system and prop and intake grates and ride plates on it, and it runs okay. But you compare it to my buddy's stock 550 SX, huge difference. So much more power. It's unbelievable. So I had to step up the game and get something with some power on it. So that's why we're doing all this, and it's just fun. Again, the head's only $60. Piston kit's going to be about $195, and depending on the area that you go to, you're going to be spending you know, anywhere from $60 probably on up to $160. I personally would not pay more than $50 per cylinder. If I'm going to pay more than $50 per cylinder, I'm going to ship my cylinder off to somebody who does nothing but cylinder work, like Millennium Technologies or US Chrome. That's all they do is work on 2-stroke motors. So, and this video is good also for anybody who has any kind of 2-stroke jet ski. so keep that in mind. Unless it's a nickel cell plated video on the cylinders, whatever, doesn't matter. High compression heads, get one, you'll love it. I'm sure I'm going to. Very excited. Check it out. And if you have any kind of questions, please do ask away. If these percentage numbers don't look right, whatever, that's cool. Try it out for yourself. And again, if you have any kind of questions, I'm more than happy to help you out. And that's really about it. Otherwise, take it easy, have a good day, and hopefully I solve some questions for all those forums in the future. Take it easy. Bye-bye.